Hi, everybody. It's Lori Zachary, and I am here to talk with you guys about beginner eBay. I try to say this several times. I feel like maybe I need to say it every video now. I am not an expert in anything I'm talking about. I am not a six-figure seller with all of the answers. I am a person that was highly affected by the changes in Poshmark, and I reacted to it. I made sure that I learned as much as I could, and I have my sales back up on Poshmark. But I also know that having eBay through those tough times was a lifesaver. So I am basically just showing you how to do eBay. And we're going to do it. We're going to grow business, make more money, and you're going to learn how to list on eBay and have this little bit more of an income, right? So that's a good thing. And we're going to get right into the video, you guys. So I thank you for watching. Just wanted to give you just a little bit of information about me. Now we'll go on to the beginner eBay, talking about the shipping, which everybody's intimidated by, right? It's not too hard. Keep on watching and you'll learn a lot about this. But if you go to our PFF Poshmark Reseller group on Facebook, you're going to have an opportunity to win yourself a scale to help you scale your business. All right, you guys. And I'm going to show you how to list your first thing. And if you haven't already linked a bank account, it at this point will ask you to link it. That way it knows how to pay you. So know that that is a thing. But I do believe Jason's has already been linked, so you probably won't see it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get to list an item. In case you're on any other page, you see down here on the right hand corner it says list an item. But if you're on any other page, all you have to do is come up here to my eBay and come down to selling and hit that, and it's going to bring you to where you list an item. So we're going to show you how to list that item. You're going to hit list an item. Now, honestly, Jason's items are going to be a little bit easier than what ours are as clothing. We're going to want to add a lot more information. So to be fair, there's a few other things that we're going to go through on our Zoom call that's all about clothing. So we're going to hit list an item, and it's going to say, tell us what you're listing. So he's going to be listing a hand-carved wood, hand-painted elf, fairy, birdhouse. Okay, and you hit this because sometimes it actually finds and you can hit sell similar. It's not going to with this. So we are going to go with that listing. It kind of gives you a few choices. And you see here, if you get your click down, it's going to give you some choices that's going to make this go a lot faster, okay? So I did look through that earlier because we listed one and it didn't have anything. So just, it's going to give you some suggestions. So use your click downs and make that a little bit faster, okay? So it says here we're going to continue without a match. That's okay. We want our own listings. If you guys want to use other people's listings, just keep in mind they may not have had the best titles. They may not have had everything correct. So just be careful with who you're selling similar to, okay? What I mean by that, on eBay, if you want to, you can find an item that was like yours that somebody else is selling and copy all their information except for their pictures. Okay, so we're going to hit continue without a match, and his item is new, so we're going to select new. So you want to select the condition of your item. Okay, there is even one on here for parts not working, and then continue to listing. Okay, and you see it's already filled in our birdhouse. I'm going to add just a few more things. Green, whimsical. I just spelled that wrong. Nope. A butterfly. So that's got a lot of different information. You see that it filled in the new condition, and then that's a birdhouse. Now we're going to go with style, and I don't know that there is a style on this, but I'm going to show you guys exactly everything that we can do. And we're going to put arts and crafts. Okay, vintage. No, it's not vintage. It's not got a specific brand because it is handmade, and it is actually an extra large birdhouse. So here's where you can actually get your photos from your mobile device. If you click that, it's going to tell you you have to have the app, and just to have your app open on your phone, that's hooked to this account. So Jason had to be on Jason's phone and he'd have to hook it to there to get his photos. But I have his photos just so happens on the computer. So I'm going to put add from computer. So here we are. Here's his photos. And I'm going to hit the control button and then hold it down and select all these pictures and hit open. And it's going to bring all of them up in here. Okay, so now here's all of his photos in there. Okay, and we're going to keep on coming down. You see where it automatically puts you on a 7-day auction listing. So you're going to come up here and hit change and then toggle that off. You see how that turns that off and then it automatically turns on buy it now? Now the buy it now price is going to come up and these are $149. And we're going to hit more options and say allow offers. Jason said he'd be willing to allow offers on this, just kind of like because he's new. Okay, and then you can schedule a listing start time. So you can go ahead and just list it now and go ahead and push it through, or you could select a certain date that you want it to go live. So let's say I wanted it to go live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., let's say. So I'll pick that. There's also a quantity here. So if you had more than one, you can actually put, you have 10 of the same items in there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go to is the priority. Right here it says it's 2 pounds. So it was guessing how much it weighs. So pay attention to that, you guys. Don't fall into thinking, and this is where it gets confusing for new people. They do suggest a pound. Ignore that. Act like it says 0 and just hit change and put how much it weighs, how much you know it weighs, how much you know it weighs. And then it's going to be accurate. And then you're going to want to fill in how big the box is or the bag is. And that's another thing. It's a little bit different on eBay than what it is on Poshmark. But, that's no big of a deal. Most of us use poly bags. We know they're 13 by 9 and they're about 2 inches wide. So you'll know to enter that most all the time. Okay, and it says over here, it's USPS priority mail. So what we're going to do, just to see, is we're going to put change shipping service. We're just going to look at it just for the purposes of this video. I know that's what I want, but I want you guys to see the different choices. Okay, so here's the different choices. You'll see we could send it UPS Parcel Select Ground, which is a lot less expensive. So we're going to do that actually. We're going to consider that and do that because it's going to be a lot less expensive. Now over here it says that we're going to pay for shipping. No, Jason doesn't want to pay for shipping. I don't pay for shipping. So I don't do free shipping. I'm not there yet. So the buyer pays calculated shipping. So that's what we're going to put on there. Remember, you could do flat rate as well. So to make it easy, I'm saying if you're intimidated by this, start off with first class shipping, start off with USPS priority mail, and you seen where I hit change shipping right here, change shipping service. If you want to look on there and see what is the least expensive, go ahead and do that. And if not, just have those 2 business policies. Okay, and we're going to put that he can't have a local pickup because this is a heavy item. I could see somebody wanting it. Okay, so let's go down here where it says listing preferences. So the payments are managed by eBay. That's fine. The handling time is 3 days. That's fine. This is where you change that though. And you do accept returns. So if you want to change that because it's set up wrong, maybe you want your handling time to be 1 business day. So you have 1, 2, or 3 business days is your choice. And then we have the zip code, we have the accepted returns, and how many days your returns are be, and who pays for return shipping. So see here, you want to do buyer if you're just starting out, okay? And then hit save. So you guys, so that's what we've done. I want to go through it one more time. We entered a title. It has to be 80 characters or less. We filled out all the information that we could fill out that made sense to fill out. I know that says brand, but we don't have a brand. It's not vintage. It is extra large. And let's hit more recommended down here. So there's where the collar is. And I'm going to actually put in the height on this. Okay, so it's 16 inches. Oops, almost got centimeters. This does make it a little confusing. And your information is going to be different as clothing, you guys. But when you click on this, I'm glad I went back up. When you guys click on this, it's going to give you choices. It's going to make sense to, your items. Okay, no assembly required. So we went through all this stuff. So here we put arts and crafts movement, and I don't think that's correct, actually. Let me take that off there. I'm going to put handcrafted. Okay. And you can make your own. Just like you said, handcrafted was not a possibility, but I put it on there. So no, it's not vintage. That doesn't have a brand. It's extra large. The mounting was hanging. We put in all as much information as you can fill out on eBay, the better. Okay, and this is asking the entrance is on the front. The number of compartments is 1. Oh gosh, and just like that, that's funny. Hang on just a second, you guys. It will come back. All right, we're back. I apologize for that. That was a glitch because of my computer of a button that I hit earlier. I apologize. Okay, we're back. So we've entered in all the information. We've entered in our photographs. We've entered in a description, and you can change that. You can add more to it, and I probably need to. I'll come back and do that later because I don't want to make this boring. So with the pricing, we toggled off auctions because it automatically puts you on auctions. We put it on buy it now. We entered in a price. We checked allow offers and put the minimum amount we want offers for. You can put 0 and allow people to make any offer if you want to. We went ahead and I scheduled this because I'm right now on my computer at 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't want it to go out 1 o'clock in the morning. I want it to go out when people's going to see it. So that's why I chose this. You don't have to do that. You can toggle that off and it'll automatically list as soon as you list the item. Okay, then we got shipping and we applied the recommended shipping. And we entered in the weight, we entered in the size of the package. I hit change shipping services because I kind of know what I'm doing on here, and I put parcel ground select because it was less expensive. I made sure it says that the buyer pays calculated shipping. I chose that there was local pickup allowed. Okay, then we have the listing preferences down here. So this will automatically come up, you guys. However you set your policies, this will automatically come up and you won't have to change it every single time, but you will when you first list. So you have your payment methods, you have your handling time, you already have your zip code built into it, and you accept returns. The last thing you have here is if you want to donate a portion of your item to charity. Okay, so now we're going to hit list it. And just like that, it's listed, you guys. So it's as easy as that. It's not hard at all. eBay has a lot more choices. Like when you go into clothing, it asks what kind of sleeve it has, what kind of cut it has, what kind of, is it vintage, all these things. If you don't want to answer those questions, you don't have to. But the more you answer, the more eyes get on your item. But remember, time is money. So make sure that the item that you're listing and answering every single little detail to, that the value of the item and the profit you're going to get is worth it. So if I'm listing something Forever 21, I am not going down every single one of those things. I'm probably going to the themes and putting Y2K or something like that, something to get a young person's attention, and cropped maybe, but I'm not filling out what kind of material it is, what kind of sleeve it is, what kind of neckline it has, because it's not a valuable enough item. So just keep that in mind. And when we go through our listing on Sunday, we're going to do clothing on my page. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you guys all the details and specifications for clothing. That way you have an idea of all the specifications. So now that you listed the first item, you're now going to have business policies. And this is where you're going to find those business policies. Okay, so we go to Hi Jason, account settings. Okay, and now he has business policies because we listed the first item on here. So this is what I just want to kind of show you what it looks like. So start using business policies today, it says. Get started. eBay has changed so much. They were really walking you through the process now. So I think they've heard people say how difficult eBay is, because I'm finding signing up through Jason's account so much easier than it was for me when I done it. So you'll see on here that the policies they already have on here is calculated USPS priority local pickup. Okay, and that's calculated, meaning you're going to put in the weight and the size of the package, and it will decide for your customer and you how much it is. And then we also have the eBay payments, immediate pay setup, and the returns for 30 days, money back with the buyer paying for that. Okay, so what we're going to do for Jason is create a new policy, because we want a first class. The item that we listed for him first was a 5-pound birdhouse, so it automatically set up priority for him. So we're going to go over here to create policy. We're going to choose shipping. And again, I apologize. This probably will go a little slow. And I'm going to name this one USPS First Class. Calculated shipping. And I spelled calculated wrong. That doesn't surprise me, you guys. Okay, and I don't need a policy description for those. I've told you guys that before. So right here is where you can decide if you want to do a flat rate, same cost to all buyers. So you can choose that. But there's also other choices, which is calculated. It depends on the buyer's location. And if you're just getting started and you don't know a lot about shipping, definitely I would say, my opinion, just my opinion, other people might tell you different, but for me it was easiest to do calculated. So that's what I'm going to choose. Okay, and the services, we are going to come down and we are going to find first class right there. USPS first class 2 to 5 business days. Okay, and you'll see there's all kinds of choices on here, but that's the one that I want to put on here. And we're going to select the handling time for Jason. He wants 3 days. And you can actually add a handling cost. I don't know anybody does that, you guys. Perhaps maybe like eBay Motors or Auto, stuff like that. I don't really know. Okay, and then for international shipping, Jason's not going to have international shipping because his items are very heavy and could be fragile and be broken easily if they go overseas. Okay, and so we're going to hit save. Now, just as easy as that, he has first class shipping on there. So if he goes to sell an item for under £1 and he enters into the form, the eBay form, that it weighs 14 ounces, they're automatically going to put that, hey, the buyer is going to pay for first class shipping. So shipping doesn't have to be difficult. There might be a few more things you have to set up, like you just seen how I had to set up his first class shipping. And probably maybe for you, if your very first item that you list was under £1, you might have to list or create a priority policy. Okay, you guys, I hope this video was helpful to you. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, be sure to ask me here or ask me on our Facebook group. I'm also on Instagram as LA Thrift Junkie, spelled JUNKIE. So we're going to have these every day for about the next 6 days. It's going to get more in depth as we go. Be sure to go and participate in our Facebook group challenge, and you can win a scale and VA services. And I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye.